Welcome to RemedialOne YouTube channel. This is where we help students prepare for their Wassce exams. Today I have a question on variation. Let's start. Z varies directly as x and inversely as twice the cube root of y. If z is equal to 8, when x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 8, find the relation for y in terms of x and y. One thing about variation is, first, you should be able to write the variation equation. Now, after writing the variation equation, always the initial values of the variable involved will be given to you, and you use those values to find your constant of variation. So, let's look at how we solve this question. Z varies directly as x and inversely as. So this is a joint variation. So z varies directly as x and inversely as twice the cube root of y. Now you need to introduce your constant. So z will be equal to kx over 2 times the cube root of y, where k is constant. You need to define that. So as I said, the initial values will be given to you. We have z to be 8, x is 4, and then y is 1 on 8. So let's substitute the values. So this implies that 8 is equal to 4k over 2 times the cube root of 1 on 8. So we have 8 is equal to 4k over the cube root of 1 on 8 is half. So 2 times 1 on 2. So these two will cancel 2. So we have 8 is equal to 4k. So if that is the case, 8 divided by 4 is equal to 4k divided by 4. So here 2. So k is equal to 2. So knowing the value of k, we need to put it back to actually get the relationship between the variables. So z is equal to 2x over 2 times the cube root of 3. So these two will cancel 2. So we are going to have z is equal to x on the cube root of y. Now from the question, we were asked to express y in terms of x. So what it means is that we need to make y the subject. So this implies that z times the cube root of y is equal to x. That is making y the subject. We cross multiply the cube root of y being equal to x over x. So if you want y, you need to keep both sides. Right? Therefore, our y is equal to x on z all raised to the power 3. The cost of producing n bricks is the sum of fixed amount h and a variable amount y, where y varies directly as n. If it costs 950 Ghana cedis to produce 600 bricks and 1030 cedis to produce 1000 bricks, I find the relationship between C, H and N. I calculate the cost of producing 500 bricks. So let's look at how to go about this particular question. So first of all, you need to write down your variation equation. The variables have been defined for you. So the cos is equal to the sum of a fixed amount, so h, plus, and a variable amount y. So you write this one first. This is an example of partial variation, and partial variation is a sum of two variation or a constant term and variable. So this y varies directly as n. Yes. So this implies that y is equal to kn. We introduce a constant where k is constant. Good. So our total variation becomes c is equal to h plus, in place of y, we're going to put kn there, where n is the number of bricks. So, as I said in the first example, always the initial values of the variable concerned will be given, and that is what you use to find the constant. So this time we have two constants, h and k. So in the first place, the cost is 950, and then n is 600. So let's substitute. So which implies that 950 is equal to h plus 600k. This is our equation 1. And then the second one, the cost is 1030 cedis. The number of bricks is 1000. So 1030 cedis, 1000 bricks. So this is also our equation 2. So we are going to solve these two equations and find the constant term. So how do we solve this? Now this is, we can use simultaneous equation. Remember, there are 2 or 3 ways of solving simultaneous equation. Here we have h, 600k, 1000k. So we can easily use elimination method. So let's subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So 1030 minus 950, we have 80 on the left. H minus h will go 1000 minus 600k is giving us 400k. To find k, we divide both sides by 400. So this will cancel. This 0 will cancel. 8 will go here 1. 8 will go here 5. So this implies that k is equal to 1 on 5. Now we put k in any of these two equations and find our h. So let's put k into equation 1. So which means that 950 is equal to h plus 600 times 1 on 5. So we have 950 is equal to h plus, this is giving us 120. So to find h, you send 120 to this side. So h will be 950 minus 120. So our h now becomes 950 minus 120 is 830. So getting the values of the constants, we need to put them back to get the equation. So we said that c is equal to h plus kn. So we know the value of h, which is 830, plus the value of k is 1 on 5. So 1 on 5 n. Yes. So the first part of the question, which indicates that we should find the relationship between C and N. That is what we have done. Yes, find the relation between C, H and N. So that is our relationship. Okay. Now the B part, we have to find the cost if we are able to produce 500 bricks. So we don't know the cost, but we know N to be 500. So we just substitute B part. So C becomes 830 plus 1 on 5 times N is 500. So we have 830 plus 5 will go here 1. So we have 100. So we have 930. So cost is Ghana cedis 930 cedis. Viewers, this is the end of this video. Once again, if you have not subscribed, just click on the subscribe button. God bless you.